What's up, guys? OpTic Predator here again, and this video is going to be a sniper accuracy tips video. And so pretty much like everything I'm going to say, it's going to be like little details that can help improve your accuracy. It's not like something that like I tell you this and then you go do it and then your accuracy is ridiculous. These are just like the little tiny things that I do to help me with my accuracy, and they're a bit extreme too. Like if, for example, just like your posture. You know, you have to, like, a long time ago I used to have to sit where I had my feet on something, like they were up on like a chair or something. You know, just like your posture is gonna be a big deal to like help you perform at your best and to hit the extra shot that you might not have hit. So yeah, one of the things is your posture, and try and find a good posture that you play your best at. That's what I do. And then another thing to really help you quickscope, or not just quickscope, but to snipe accurately, is to know when to hold your breath. And a lot of people think that when you quickscope you don't hold your breath, but that's not true. To quickscope, it depends like how far away the person is. Like if the person's like all the way across the map and I'm gonna try and quickscope them, I am most definitely gonna hold my breath unless I'm super on that day, which lately I have been on. So, but yeah, if if you're playing on a high sensitivity, you definitely want to hold your breath when you quickscope long range. But up close, don't hold your breath, because you want to have your scope move as fast as it can, you know, to try and aim onto them. I've noticed up close I prefer a high sensitivity, and far away I prefer a lower sensitivity. But so when you quickscope long range and you hold your breath, it cuts your sensitivity down a bit, so it's easier to drag it over the person instead of overshooting it, if that makes any sense. Another thing is to always keep your eyes moving on the screen. Like, that sounds kind of retarded, but whenever I just kind of like zone out and I'm almost playing on like autopilot, I do a lot worse. Because like my eyes aren't moving as much. So like, to just like keep your eyes like scattering across the screen looking for people, and don't just kind of like stare at one spot, and if someone moves to the left then you move your eyes, but just like keep them moving in general. I don't know why, but I find that helps with me a lot. Alright, another thing is how much pressure you exert on your aiming stick. Like, for example, mine's the right one. You might play like Southpaw or something where you like use your left one or something, but I play with the right stick to aim, and I notice I do a lot better when I don't put as much pressure on the stick. That sounds sexual, but I swear it's not. Like, you kind of just want to like feather it. This is just sounding sexual, but I noticed if you don't put as much pressure on it, it's a lot easier to aim and be accurate. That's just me. You know, you might find that putting more pressure on helps you, but just the fact that you know that how much pressure you put on the stick can change your accuracy will help you. Like, you might be someone that likes a lot of pressure. I don't know, but just experiment with that. It sounds so fucking sexual. Don't sprint ever. Alright, guys? So, one of the things I really suggest is really not to sprint ever. And, well, I mean, once you learn when to sprint, then you can sprint. But I suggest, when you're trying to develop your accuracy, I suggest playing in a private match with a group of 5 friends or 4 friends, like on Dome or a really small map, and just play in that map with them in a private match for hours, like 2 hours every day. If you do that for 2 hours every day, or however long you want to play, it doesn't really matter, like half an hour, you will be so much better. And when you're playing with them, make sure you never sprint. Sprinting is what gets people killed, because like they'll sprint around a corner and they won't be able to pull their gun up fast enough. It helps ruin like their accuracy. Just yeah, like you won't be too overconfident when you're sprinting. That's another thing, overconfidence. You can't be over or too overconfident when you're sniping. You wanna and what that means is you don't want to shoot too quick. You don't want to attempt to take the shot too quick with like your quick scope and just pulling the trigger, because you might not have dragged it all the way on him, or you might drag it too much on him, or you just might completely miss. So make sure that you always take your time pretty much, and then when you take your time, the accuracy will come with it. Like you could spend the entire day hard scoping, and then when you do get in a situation where you have to quickscope, you'll notice you'll be able to hit the quickscope a lot more when you have been taking your time than if you're trying to like speed up every shot. That's one of the little tips. And then what else is there? Alright, when you see someone and you want to like engage that person, right when you see him, instantly stop moving. Just completely lift your left thumb off the stick, and then start with your aiming. Literally take it off. Like you don't have to have your thumb on the stick, and that'll help your aim so much. It's crazy because you won't be moving like that. That's the biggest thing in sniping, is to not move when you shoot. So like literally, if you take your thumb off your stick, it'll make you play like 1,000 times better. In my opinion, that's worked for me. I notice whenever I do my best, I'm always doing that. Like I'll just like lift it off out of instinct, and that's what you got to do. That way you don't accidentally move just a tiny bit and then it messes up your shot. And another thing is you don't want to. All right, so there's two different types of, or actually there's three different types of quickscopes in my opinion. There's just like a quick scope where you put him in the middle of your crosshairs and then you zoom in, and then he's already in the middle of your crosshairs and then you shoot. And then there's a drag scope, which there's like a short drag scope, and then there's a long drag scope. But they're all the same. They're all quick scopes. It just depends how long you hold your scope in. But so in my opinion, if you want to be a good kill feeder, you should short drag scope. And what that means is you scope in and you just drag it a tiny bit. Like you already get them positioned into your crosshairs a little bit sooner than you would if you would have just saw him and then scoped in and then dragged it all the way across the screen to get to him. I think it's better to be good at both of those, so that way you're better in every situation than if you only short dragged. So I recommend learning both of those and not just limiting yourself to one, like just a short drag or a long drag or just a pinpoint one. A lot of people think that they have to do the pinpoint one because that's like the fastest quick scope, and but that's so not true. You're gonna lose so much accuracy by trying to pinpoint every single time, and so don't do that. And I have a lot more things that I can say about sniping and all that, so I might make another video. I do plan on making a long series on Black Ops 2 about sniping and just sniping tips overall and tactics, because I have tons of tactics that can help you guys with sniping. And if you guys liked the video, click like, really helps out. Trying to be active for you guys. Love you guys. Peace.